Okay, there's going to be a sticky one today, and I'm here for it. Let's talk about marriage. Let's talk about it. Women, you got to understand what the order of a household is. It is Christ, husband, wife, children. That's what it is. Whenever you come up from under the authority of your husband, understand you are operating outside the order that God has established. Here is Christ that's over your entire household. When you come from under the order that Christ has established, you open yourself up. You open the door to Satan. When you come up from under the authority, the order of Christ, you give the devil legal access to you, legal right to you. Do you understand that? This is where God is at. This is where his instruction, his authority, his order is at. And you over here. When you start acting like the head of the house, when you start being combative, when you start arguing, when you are set apart, you are out of order. Know that you are inviting chaos not only into your life, because now you've given the devil legal rights to you, legal access to you, because that is occurring within you. Now it has access and a foothold into your household. Now it has, through you, access to your children and access to your husband. And now your household is in disarray. Do you see that? Do you see that? You are responsible for maintaining the order of your household. Everybody has to do their part. The husband has to serve as the head, and the wife needs to submit and surrender. The Bible tells us that Sarah viewed Abraham as Lord, called him Lord. Is that how you're viewing your husband? See, you don't get to run around telling your husband what to do and how to do it. He's not a trained dog that should be doing tricks for you. You don't run your household. Your husband does. You wonder why you got so many issues in your marriage, in your household. It's because you're operating outside of the order that was established by Christ. And now you thinking that you're in charge, that you're running things because you think you don't have to listen to and serve your husband. When you do that, you got to realize that what you are saying is that you don't have to come under the order of Christ, that you don't have to come under the authority of Christ, that you don't have to go by the established order of Christ. No, that's what you're doing. I want you to understand who was that in the pattern of. Yeah, Satan didn't want to follow under the order of God, under the authority of God either. He wanted to do his own thing. He felt like he should be worshiped. Yeah, because you doing what you want to do. That's what Satan did. Because Satan all up in your very soul, your mind, will, and emotions. I want you to understand that this is the curse of Eve, to want to rule her husband. Yeah, go back and read the book of Genesis. How can you fall and come up from under that curse? You have to submit to Christ. You have to submit yourself to God and to his order that he established for the household, which is you being under your husband. See, what's happening in the world is something different. They not following the rule of God. They not following the order of God. They out here trying to be a boss chick. They out here trying to say that, yeah, the man need to serve me. The man need to do what I need to do. He need to blah, blah, blah. You were created as your man's helpmate. How are you helping him? Where it say that Eve was made first and she was given dominion over all, and Adam was here to help her. How we get that all messed up? No, that's what the world say. The world say that because the ruler of this world is Satan and he wants you out of order. Why are you at odds? Why are you at such enmity with your husband? Understand the intention of the design of that. Who benefits from that? Why you think it's okay to run your husband? I don't understand. Why you even want a husband you can run? I don't even understand. But we got to get back to what we're supposed to do as women in a household. And that is to fall under your husband. That is to submit, to surrender your husband to your husband. Yeah, as the weaker one. See, I ain't doing all this. Oh, the Bible, you know what it's trying to say? It say what it say. It say submit. Yeah, that's what it say. I don't need to go into, well, you know what it really means. It say what it say. If you ain't doing what it is that it say, you out of order. I want you to think about what kind of response that evokes. Is it visceral? I ain't finna be under nobody. I ain't finna submit. I ain't finna. That's the devil. That's you being in your flesh, because the spirit is saying what's in agreement with the word, and it's saying submit and surrender. Yeah, that's what the spirit is leading. The flesh is saying, I ain't got to do nothing. I'm going to do what I want to do. I'm going to do how I'm going to do it. I'm going to make sure I'm served. That's not what I want. That's not what I believe. That's not how I'm running things. It's all about I, me. That's how you know you in the flesh, because that's Satan. That's how Satan thinks. That's how Satan operates. It's all about self, and it's all about self-worship. It's all about what you want, what you desire. You wreaking havoc in your household because you out of order. Understand that you got to get back in God's established order for a household. This is why there are problems in your marriage. This is why there are problems with your children. This is why there are problems in your family, in your household. Satan is just running amok all through that thing, and you're allowing him to, because you are out of order and giving him legal right and legal access to you. You inflicting hell and chaos on your family. You literally are inviting hell into your home. What do we need to do? We need to surrender to God first. We need to surrender to Christ first. And we need to allow Christ to change us, to transform us, to deal with us, to help us surrender, to submit to our husbands, to remove the scales from our eyes so that we can see our husbands in the proper light and give him a chance to be ahead of the household. You got this man giving in fear. You got this man giving up. He don't even care no more, because you running around trying to fill his position, his role. So he like, well, do it. He don't gave up. Allow God to transform you and give that man an opportunity to be in his rightful place as God has called them to.